Are you ready for a short stream? Probably not my shortest stream ever. I've definitely done shorter streams, but I think in the past, when I've done a short stream, I have planned, or I have not planned to do a short stream. Today I'm planning to do a short stream. We're gonna be live for about an hour, as I do a little bit of prep for challenge tonight. Honestly, really, I probably was leaning towards just canceling the stream to go play in this challenge, but I do want to play a couple games. I added Galvantula to the Joltik Dango deck. That is what I'm planning to play at this challenge tonight, just because it seems like a really fun deck to change things up a little bit right now. And I want to see how it feels. I dropped a Poffin to fit it in, but I could also see potential of dropping a Gimme Ghoul down to 3. Since we're only running a 3 Dango anyways, I could see dropping down to 3 Ghouls, which could also allow me to potentially add in something else, to maybe like an Ultra Ball to search some things out, just as another like Pokemon search card for some of these EXs, and of course the Galvantula. The Dango we don't really need because we have the 2 Genesects, or even potentially adding in a second Pikachu. I don't know. In some of the matchups, I feel like Pikachu prized can kind of hurt if we're going up against like big basic decks. But I don't know. I just want to jump on stream for a little hour, not doing any soft resets, kind of just hanging out. Honestly, I think we'll probably get through, I don't know, maybe 4 games, 3 or 4 games, depending on how long they run. Full games taking all prizes, maybe only 3 games. Depends on how quick both of us play. But more so just wanting to get a feel for this deck before I go to this challenge tonight. I have liked playing it over the last few days. We just had ladder reset. I've only played like 1 game today, and it was against Wug Trio Mill. And it was, I mean, an easy win, but also just like, I don't anticipate seeing this tonight. Okay. I don't love either of these starts, honestly, but of the 2, we'll put Pikachu out inactive. Okay, we're doing a mirror match here. Which potentially tells me that since I'm going first, they're going to get their pop-up happening. I think we kind of want to run towards a... I mean, we would have to hit one of our vessels is prized. So never mind. I was like, we would need to hit both vessels and just raw draw into some energy. So maybe we don't go that route. We do have a Buddy Poffin. Next turn I will have access to Arven. But I feel like getting at least these 2 down is more important right here. I think that's the most important piece there. We'll hold the balloon. We'll also hold the nest ball. I don't know. We'll see what goes. The mirror match I feel like is an interesting one that I haven't fully determined how I feel about it yet. Like the straight mirror. Okay, no, this isn't the straight mirror. This is Raging Bolt Joltik, which I've only seen like played once or twice. It seems kind of bad. At least in a couple of games that I saw a person playing it, but they were also bricking. So I actually don't really know what to expect from this deck. I don't really understand what they're gonna, because I assume they're still going for like a, because I don't know what the deck is really. I assume they're still going for like a hands play here, because I don't know why else you would play the Joltik in a Raging Bolt style deck unless you're playing hands to rev it up, get energy in the discard, etc. etc. I'm also going through my deck for tonight and seeing what cards need to be re-sleeved, because a couple of them do. Okay, that's a potential 3 prize amp right there. Depending on how they end this turn will determine how I want to start next turn, or how I wanted to go next turn, which is a pretty basic thing to say. That is typically how you play card games. Depending on how your opponent's turn goes, does tend to dictate how you want to spend your own turn. Okay, not too many cards. Only like a quarter of my deck, I feel like needs to be resleeved here. Okay, they are going to set up hands here. Which does mean if we leave Joltik inactive, they will get a free amp. And we have Balloon put Dango inactive. Arven gets me 2 energy, but that's just not enough energy to do anything with. It's just not enough energy to do anything with. And we didn't really have any energy that we could have even pre-attached to, like, even a Pikachu to, like, wait out a turn. I don't know. I don't know what our path is here, other than we go the Joltik route. We let them take the first amp because they will take the lead in the prize race, and we just hold on the fact that we think Dango is better than Raging Bolt. I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. Which is better? I mean, to be fair, they need their energy to stay on them to be viable. I need my energy in the discard to be viable. So I think we do go that route. I think we, in fact, go the route of Joltik. I think that is just better overall. Alright, so I will grab, I think Buddy Poffin might be stronger. Because, like, I could Nest Ball from Miraidon, sure. Grab Joltik, grab Iron Hands. That's my full bench. Or we Buddy Poffin, get Joltik down, Nest Ball for hands down, and now we don't have Miraidon just holding up space here. Would I ever want to attach an energy to Pikachu? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think getting the energy there, because we'll be able to fully charge up hands. I think that is just best overall, and I don't think I need Bravery Charm. I don't think it does anything for me long term. Would I want to put down another Gimme Ghoul? How many Dangos are prized? 2 of them? Yeah, so I don't want to put down another Ghoul. I will grab you. And again, we could charge up the Pikachu here. Which I don't know. Is that the stronger play to charge up the Pikachu? I think it is, actually, because if we charge up the hands, I was thinking about it, but my initial was like, charge up hands. But if we charge up hands, their hands is inactive. So I think we do charge up Pikachu, actually. Yeah, I think charging up Pikachu is actually better. I think that obviously makes more sense. Starkless, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome on in. Obviously, that makes more sense to charge up Pikachu. And we can use Pikachu twice, theoretically. Stick all that energy on them. We do just need to find Metal Energy, which I'm not anticipating our hand getting disrupted. So we'll have access to Pheasantipity, we'll have access to Nest Ball, to pull something out of the deck. We'll have access to Dango and active Air Balloon into Pikachu, and then we have a gear to search out Arven to grab the singular Earthen Vessel. I mean, they got a pretty well-established board over there. They do have a pretty well-established board over there. Actually, maybe it was wrong to evolve Dango. That might have actually been incorrect to evolve Dango. Because Pikachu right now, they cannot kill with current board state. I don't know if they play a Slitherwing, but they would need a Slitherwing to kill Pikachu. Okay, they go for the Amp. Or, I don't know, it depends on what we top deck here. I was like, there is a world, I guess, where we could boss and kill Raging Bolt. Leave just hands there, but well, no, because this Gimme Ghoul would also be here. It wouldn't be... No way to remove it from active. Alright, so let's go ahead and coin for 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and Fez for 3. Wow, okay. cool. Let's go ahead and... Is there anything I can really even get out? Not really. Surely there's an Arven or a... What? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I think we just lose then. I mean, we're gonna leave Pikachu inactive. Do we waste a boss here? I don't think we do. I think we just pass. That's crazy. I mean, I probably should have nest-balled first, but my thought was, I was like, I have nothing really else to thin out because both of the other Dangos are prized Gladius. So boss wouldn't matter anyways. I'm assuming is what they're grabbing off the nest ball. No, Slitherwing. Okay, well, if they can set up the Slitherwing, we just concede. Because there is definitely no comeback here. Well, let's put energy in the discard. I don't know, we'll see it through. We'll see it through. Have the new casual mode. They introduced a new casual mode, another new one. Didn't they just like bring in casual mode? Where do they grab off the gear? Crispin? That's fine. But I mean, here's the thing. I'm still holding on for a top deck and a Goldango draw. Like I'm still going off of a 2 draw to get me out of this. Oh, and a prime catcher? Ah, chat, we're cooked. We are cooked, especially like Slitherwing is just sitting on the bench. Dang, yeah. Again, I still stand by, I don't know how great this Raging Bolt Joltik is. This is the first time I've played against it. Maybe it's good. I don't know. We also just got cooked by pretty horrendous top decks. How did we not hit Arven off of 7 cards? Or Petrol? It's really unfortunate is what it is. Oh, there's the Metal Energy. Cool. There. Wow, and there's Petrol. Cool. Wow. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love seeing those two things? I feel like we keep... Can I Petrol for Vessel, grab 2 energy, attach an energy... That does get the kill on Raging Bolt. And then we force them to have boss for game on Pikachu. I think is the route. I think that's the route we're gonna go. I think that's the route we're gonna go. Just force them to have pieces. Other than just force them to have energy recover. Because right now we do take the knockout. They have to have boss. They gotta have boss and they have to have fighting energy. They have an 8-card hand. Theoretically gonna be pretty easy for them to grab. But it gives us a couple turns. It potentially gives us more than if we attacked with Pikachu. Whereas all they then need is just a way to get fighting energy inactive. And again, most likely they do have this 2 cards. They got a 9-card hand. Potentially a Teal Mask draw. Potentially a gear of their own. They have the energy. Do you have the boss? Show me the boss. If they have no boss, I feel like you gotta... But I mean, killing the Slitherwing just doesn't feel good. Okay, I don't know why they slow played that. I don't know why they took so long to click all those buttons. That's crazy. I have to only hope that it is a client-side lag. Because those are some pretty easy buttons to click. I don't know, that's an interesting one. Joltik, Raging Bolt feels I wonder, like, I don't know, because it doesn't have the same level of draw power as Joltik Dango. I don't know. I don't know how often it could brick. I mean, it's nicer, of course, having the Raging Bolt being a basic versus Dango potentially can get knocked out earlier, but then you also have a 2-prize liability potentially. I mean, it's not a liability per se, because you also, I mean, you have another 2-prizer there. I do like the Slitherwing, though, because it does fix a lot of the Jolting stuff. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting for sure. For sure. I love starting a Joltik inactive. The new one is Hidden Killers, Rolls and Votes. Oh, that's cool. It's a pretty good hand with Brock Scouting in hand. Can grab a Gimme Ghoul and grab either a Pikachu or a hands, depending on what's prized. What's up, Cupboard? I need Cupboard. I'm sorry. I need an opinion. Togekiss package or Chansey package? I like the Togekiss package more personally. I don't know. I feel like sure. Okay, let's let my thought process for the. We absolutely go hands here because we can potentially take 2 prizers. They'll have other 2 prizers. They can take out Monkey Dories. My thought is with Chansey, like Chansey requires getting lucky and getting the Chansey to start in your prize cards, or B, you know, you're going through so much work to get the Chansey into hand so that way you can navigate it to the top of the deck, or using Cypher. You know, there's multiple ways to get it to the top of the deck. But I personally, I'd feel really bad if I had to use my Cypher for turn to put Chansey on the top of the deck, to then use a exchange ticket to get it into the prize cards. And as soon as you do that, you're showing your opponent what's up, and I don't know, I feel like it gives them a lot of info. And again, Cypher for 2 Chansey and ticket. It's not terrible, but then you're also potentially sending 4 other cards, or you're waiting until later in the game, which I feel like would be the better benefit of it. Wait till late in game. I feel like the Togekiss is a little stronger because it's something you can always there. Togekiss is also a 3-card add-in if you're just going the 101 and 1 rare candy. But again, Togekiss, if it gets prized, you have no way to get it out of your prizes other than just taking prize cards, so it might not be beneficial to you. But at that point, you're just playing a regular Goldango game and setting that up down the road. I don't know. I haven't played enough of either. I only played like a couple games of the Togekiss package. And then I played a couple games of this, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I'll probably play this over the weekend, so I haven't really gone back to messing around with Togekiss. I don't know. The Chansey one at first glance sounds really fun, really silly, really cool. I don't know. I feel like the Togekiss of the two just has to be the better option. What I really want to try is the Charcadet version. What? What could you have possibly pulled off of your restart to be an immediate concede? How dare you concede when I had a good setup? Played it at Worlds, the Chansey one. Yeah, I saw it. It was on stream. And even when I saw it on stream, I was like, this can't be the best way to do this. I mean, there were so many different Goldangos at World. I did not expect people to show up with 30 different variants of Goldango. I expected there to be maybe 3. And a lot of people showed up with a lot of different versions of it. And I don't know which one's the best. I mean, this one did really well in Seniors, and the Togekiss did really well in the Masters. But you also have to consider the people playing it. Like, Piper's just good. 4 people did play Pipers, like that list that they were on, and they all day 2. Well, at least, I don't know, more people might have played it who did day 2. But of the people who day 2'd, I think they were all within or close to the top 100. I don't know, personally, just at first glance and having no other info to base it off of, I feel like it's gotta be the feel like it's gotta be the, I really don't want to put down Maridon, but I really want to guarantee I can get both of these pieces. I feel like it's gotta be the problem with Surledge, it does not deal a lot of damage. Surledge deals a ton of damage, yeah. Once you get it set up, Surledge deals a ton of damage. That's the benefit of the Surledge, is that you're using it in the late game. Once you have Goldangoed and thrown a ton of energy in your discard. I mean, the thing of what the Surledge is in Goldango is it is your equivalent of like Blood Moon Ursaluna, but you can reach higher than 240 and you can attack 2 times in a row. And you can also consider it you can ESP earlier and put more energy in the discard. Whereas like right now, say if I'm playing regular Goldango, in this current setup next turn, I don't know if I'm going to want to use Energy Search Pro just to use 2 energy to take out a Ralts. But maybe I use 6 energy to take out a Ralts, because I also have Charcadet on the bench. Next turn I can evolve and attach 1 fire energy, and I'm dealing... What, it does 30 for each energy in the discard, or it does 20, I think, for each energy in the discard. Like, it can hit for a lot of damage depending on how much energy you get in the discard. So it is definitely another equivalent of, like, is it better? I don't know. 5-0. Aloha, how you doing? I don't know. There's definitely a lot of thoughts to go into what could be what. They had a great turn here. Very good turn here. Alright, I think I will put down a ghoul. What's my energy look like? 2-2? Yeah, 250, which 250 does a ton to at least to like your Raging Bolts, also like your Mirror Match, because of the weakness. And it's kind of just like as another equivalent to make use of all that energy in the discard. I don't know. Again, I don't know which version is the best. I've been having a lot of fun playing this version over the last couple days. Do I want to go ahead and... I guess Metal Energy attached here isn't bad, but I can't kill Guardy with this list. Pikachu doesn't kill Guardy with this list. So I think we could go ahead and attach this here. I don't love it. I don't love it. That's with all 11 energies in the discard. Again, I would have to play it more to see how it goes. I think it's a very interesting late game option that is also beneficial in some matchups where, like Toadscruel, for instance. Like, if we see a lot of Toadscruel continue to be on the rise, Surledge could be the better version because you don't have to recover the energy to attack. So I don't know. I don't know that I have ever played against a Gardevoir who has set up pre-Curlius. That's crazy. Pre-Curlius is crazy. Do I want to put down another Gimme Ghoul? I would like to... I don't know. Maybe. I don't love having a 30 HP here. So maybe we Pokegear for Arven. Pokegear, hope to grab the Arven. And I could also just boss and kill the monkey, put them behind not setting that up. Keep an energy stuck there that they can't utilize next turn. I mean, they have, like, no energy in the discard right now. I think we do gear for... Because we gear for an Arven, it's because we're looking for the charm. Keep this safe. I don't know. I think just boss this, because they already have all the Curlias set up. They already have all the Curlias set up. So, like... Cool. You got all your Curlias. Let's get rid of a monkey, which, again, they can easily recover the monkey off the Artisan, but I mean, it's an energy that they don't want in the discard, being in the discard. Can we take the prize lead? I mean, Brady Charm actually, I think, would be better on hands in this matchup, because it forces them to push more energy there. I don't know. It gets them not 2 energy in the discard. just allows them to do a magical shot. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, you've just lost the game at this point. I don't see how you... I don't see how you win here. And I'm also gonna boss around this Kirlia. I'm not gonna leave this Kirlia inactive. You don't want to go ahead and commit this here? I mean, if they Iono me, I would like to be able to commit it here. This can retreat. Maybe I commit it here. Everything else can retreat off of a 1 card. I think we commit it here. Yeah. And let's just kill one of their Kirlias. Keeps energy out of the discard. Which I think is why they attached it there and went for the magical shot. They were hoping I'd put energy in the discard. And at this point, they have no way to... They can retreat and only get one of those energies in there. Or they can also evolve to Gardevoir, attach 1 energy, and make their attack. I feel like this is just a winning position. I feel like our board state is just in too good of a spot. Yeah. I don't really, yeah. It was going to be difficult to recover that. Yeah, but up the board, I do want to play around with the Chansey build because I think at the very least it's silly and something different, which is why I've kind of come towards this because I think it's silly and something different. So I definitely want to play around with it. See, what's up, Official Mike? Got a League Cup tomorrow. It's your first actual tournament. Have any advice? Have fun. You're at the end of the day, even when you lose matches, depending on how chill your opponent is, talk to them afterwards. Not like even if you win, like not in a demeaning way, but just ask them like, oh, how'd you think the game go? Like casual chat. Also, when you sit down with someone, feel free when you're doing the shuffle there at the start to be like, hey, I've played a lot on live. I feel pretty confident in my gameplay. This is my first time doing like an actual tournament. So, you know, just let me know if I do anything, wrong. It's nice to set your opponent up for that, so that way they, for the most part, at least in my experience, I've been playing the game, doing actual tournaments for about 1.5 years now, and I haven't had very many like bad interactions. I could count on one hand the amount of bad interactions I've had. Just have fun playing Dango, but not with Joltik. Dango, I've been having a lot of fun with Gholdengo. I've been having a lot of fun with Gholdengo. I've been expecting to see some mirrors tonight. Cause I don't know. I feel like this is the new hot way to play Gholdengo because it did well at World, which is kind of why I'm playing it, because I like Gholdengo, I like Joltik Box. The two together are fun. Yeah, when you just focus on having a good time, think through what you're playing, what you're doing, but also, you know, move with a purpose. I could Brock Scouting for Miraidon Latias. Or no, because I got Buddy Poffin. I do have Buddy Poffin, so I could Brock Scouting for just Iron Hands Latias. Or I also have Arven in hand. You know what, let's Poffin first. Let's Poffin first. Get Joltik, maybe get a Gimme Ghoul. Hands is there. So right now, those two set up. I have Earthen Vessel to get energy. Probably don't need the Galvantula in this matchup, so I can probably use that to toss away. And then Arven for the Air Balloon gets this guy out of active. And a Nest Ball to get Hands. Keeps my board looking a little bit prettier. I don't know. I feel like that's good. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. And they'll leave Joltik inactive. Haha, silly. You have to leave it inactive. Alright, we grab the Hands. The Air Balloon. Retreat into Joltik. Kill the Galvantula. Grab Metal Energy and grab Grass Energy. Attach the Grass Energy. I don't think I want a third Gimme Ghoul. might, but I don't want to leave a... I want to be able to try and evolve those two next turn to try and remove my one prize liabilities on board. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I have experience on just locals, but still haven't played. Well, oh, that's it. If you have... I think the biggest issue that a lot of people have when they go to a lot of these events for the first time after only playing, like, TCG Live is how different it is, like, shuffling yourself and, like, doing price checking or searching for cards because it doesn't automatically put everything in perfect order. So I can definitely see where having already gone to locals and stuff, you're already going to be feeling a little bit more confident than someone who's just going to their first event for the first time. I don't want to use my Prime Catcher here. It feels like a really bad use of my Prime Catcher here. Or I could Brock Scouting. Actually, hold up a second. Hold up a second. I don't love putting Latias in play for a couple reasons. Having Latias in play means that when I retreat with Iron Hands, the 4 energy stays stuck to Iron Hands. And I don't love that. So then we'd have to be searching for Turo to pick up the Turo. Is it a better use of our Prime Catcher right now? No matter what, like, I still do want the Genesect to get these two out of range. We could Prime Catcher Gimme Ghoul for Gimme Ghoul, evolve its Dango, and still get the retreat off. I mean, we'll still put the Latias into our hands no matter what, because it's just, you know, getting something else out of the deck, which is pretty cool, pretty hot. I don't know. Actually, you know what? We evolved this one in active first anyways. The one in active gets evolved, and we get a coin bonus off of it first, so maybe we'll just hit Air Balloon and we won't even have to consider more. As I said that, I was like, oh, that commits me to the Prime Catcher, because Latias no longer gets us out of active there. So that does commit us to the Prime Catcher, but that's fine. I am okay with that. Thank you all there. Coin bonus for 2. Probably attached to you for turn. Do I want to put this Bravery Charm anywhere? I want to put this Bravery Charm anywhere. I want Iron Hands dead, so not really. Doesn't help Joltik. Actually, would it have been better to keep Galvantula? No, because Galvantula's still only 100 HP. I was like, is it 130? No, it's 100. I don't know. We'll just hold that in hand for now. All right, we take the prize lead. Latias is not in play, so we get to recover 4 energy, or rather, we get to put 4 energy in the discard. We draw Fez, which is pretty good. They probably have Boss in hand to grab the Joltik. That is the angle they're going to be playing for here. They're going to want to kill Joltik. Now, if they just Boss here, actually, if they don't evolve that Gimme Ghoul, that Gimme Ghoul is what I'm chasing. Yo, let's go. Okay, we need Boss. We're chasing that Gimme Ghoul because I don't want to put your energy in the discard. And also, as soon as I chase your boss, if I boss this and kill this, you have no attacker. So we can draw for 2. Okay. Not great. I don't really want to go into the other Dango because I do want to amp here. Oh, man, do I want to amp here, though? I guess I have to amp here, though. Oh, wait, we have Fez. We have Fez. We have Fez. We have Fez draw. Hold up a second. Draw 3 cards. Okay, that's not it, game. That's not it at all. Would have, man, sure would love a Prime Catcher. Sure would love a Prime Catcher. Let's Vessel that away. I do have a 1 more draw. Lavencia is also in there, so I could recover Lavencia. I can still get an attack off this turn because I can Petrol for Lavencia. So let's go ahead and coin bonus for 1. Maybe it'll be the boss. It isn't. So we can't attack with Goldango. A little unfortunate. Not 1000% what we were hoping for, but you know we can make it work. It's not as hype Oh, wait, no. Oh, the energy's not in the discard. Silly guy. There's no energy in the discard. Silly guy. There's no energy in the discard. Because I sent you up. Silly guy. That's pretty silly of you. 4 energy, that does 200. I mean, we could just punch with hands here. And I mean, they also don't have any energy in the discard. So I feel like punching with hands isn't that bad. Actually, probably should have charmed here. Should have charmed here, punched with hands. That's what I should have done. They have no amp target. That's what I should have done. But again, this is why I'm doing a couple warm-up games before I go play at this thing. Like an arm press there isn't that bad. Because right now they don't really have a lot. They didn't evolve their Goldingo last turn, so they just have a top deck to get their evolve. Right now, they potentially might just have to arm press, but they can also retreat here and get 4 energy. Because they don't have Latias in play, which is why I was like, no, I should have attached the Bravery Charm to hands to force them to have an additional energy that they wouldn't get from the Iron Hands. But the fact that they aren't immediately doing anything makes me feel like we are in a okay position. Also, what I could have done instead, since I didn't grab the boss off of the coin bonus, what I should have done instead was Turo the Iron Hands. They would have put the 4 energy in the discard. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe we should have coin bonus. Like it was a 1-card draw. Well, I think we had Vessel already. Yeah, I mean there was a couple. There were definitely a couple misplays there. But again, that is why we're doing warm-ups before I go actually play this deck, so that way I can feel a little bit more confident. I want this person to play if they have it, take it from me, kill me, win it. So that way I can squeeze in one more game. I do like this game, though. This game has given me some thoughts that I wasn't earlier having. They could easily have it here. I also gave them the Levencia, which is pretty dumb with me to give them the Levencia. If they have an extra energy in hand, they have to kill. That does put them in the 2-prize lead. But if they aren't able to establish another Gimme Ghoul, it doesn't super matter if they aren't able to establish another Gimme Ghoul. Did you... Oh, they discarded off that. I was like, what? I was like, did you only pick up 3? I didn't see what they discarded. The coin bonus doesn't give them another Gimme Ghoul. Please don't. No! A Nest Ball! Terrible news! The worst news! That's okay. Make it rain. Okay. Okay, and again, that's why I should have attached the Bravery Charm there. Forces them to have more to get places. Also, I meant to push up the one with a balloon to just get more draw power, but I don't think we'll need the draw power, but that is who I meant to push up. How much energy I got in the discard? 5. I don't think I need it all back. I think I just need the 2 electrics. I think I'm good. Yeah. Because if they get the kill here, they just win. Actually, do we Turo the Genesect? I think we do Turo the Genesect here. I think we do Turo the Genesect to force them to have 6 energy for every possible kill. And they'll also need a 7th energy to be able to attach there to attack. So yeah, we definitely... Let's coin for 1. Just double checking I'm doing everything I should be doing. Pick you up. And then we'll just... Actually, you know what? We should attach in case they force this up to stop me. I don't think they play any hand disruption, so I think we're okay to recover. I think we're okay to recover energy here. That way I can also go ahead and attach for turn, just to feel a little bit safer. 100, 200, 250, 300. All right. 100, 200, 300. All right. Yeah, forces them to have 6 energy for the knockout, plus a 7th energy to actually attack, because there's no energy attached. That's also why I wanted to go ahead and attach for turn in case they stick Fez in the active. Then I can attach an energy retreat. I mean, I also have Latias in hand, so I don't know how important that is. But also, I don't anticipate they're playing any hand disruption anyway, so I don't think it's a huge deal. They put the Joltik in active, which is really smart because it allows them to put that energy into the discard. Is that the correct energy count now? Yeah. So they can recover 2 here. Fez is actually, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to have it here because they haven't supported yet. And a supporter can get them a superior energy retrieval. But again, this is just forcing them to have it. No prime catcher. It doesn't get them out here. There's everything requires 260. So we'll see it from Petrol to grab. I would imagine superior energy retrieval. I mean, maybe Earthen Vessel for some reason if there's some energy left in the deck and it's just easier, but Superior gets them all the energy and in a better situation. And I think they've only used 1 Superior, so again, they should have it here. But of course we want to see them have it before we just concede. And this match did give me a lot to think about in how I'm attacking. I could have definitely played this one better. I would have had a prize lead had I just turroed the hands instead of petroling for the Levincia. I mean, I don't know. I would have... It could have played out differently because I still didn't need to recover the energy, but... did they recover enough energy there? Okay, they must have energy in hand. GG's. Good game. Alright, if we do a rush job, we can play one more game before I have to leave. Definitely gives me some things to think about. What I'm more so getting out of this quick test here, this rough test here, is that adding the Galvantula was okay. It hasn't messed up my consistency. The reason I added the Galvantula is right now this deck just crumbles to Crustle. It has no outs to Crustle, other than a continuous coin toss. And I know there's at least a couple people in my area who were big on Crustle before Worlds. I don't know how they'll be feeling on it now. I mean, it didn't have any super successful, super duper incredible runs at Worlds, but it also wasn't played a lot. It could have maybe had a stronger run had more people played it. But because of that, I do not... I want to tech for it. Also, it is a tech for Charizard as well, which was pretty active here. So there's like 2 different reasons to add the Galvantula. Could be terrible for me, but who knows? Maybe it'll be all right. Am I going first or second? They're going second. I don't know. We'll see what their opening hand is here to determine. Okay, Charizard, perfect. Something I actually would like to test against. So we can put that down. We'll put this here. We'll nest ball 4 hands. Cool. That was a very okay opening turn. This would have been a great turn going second. This would have been a great turn going second. And in turn. Yo, just in your turn. Right now. End it. Okay, now Buddy Poffin, probably for Charmander and Pidgey. How much does Chi-Yu do? 110 on the kill, so it's only super effective, so maybe we never put Gholdengo in active. Or not in active, obviously we don't put it in active. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow there, Voice Spirit 21. Not in active, obviously we won't put it in active. Maybe we don't even evolve the Gholdengo. So that way they can't make use of the Chi-Yu. I feel like that could be strong. I'm definitely leaning towards Arvening next turn to get a Buddy Poffin to establish at least one more Gimme Ghoul, but I don't think we take the Evo. Okay, what are you grabbing here? Duskulls, maybe? Duskulls. Okay, this is, And a TME. Chat, we're cooked. Chat, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. Do a Mander. Do a Charmander. Okay, I was gonna be more afraid if you started setting up those Duskulls on it, but they know they have a free turn here. They know that they have an absolute FREE, that spells free, creditreport.com. They know they got just a free turn here to do whatever they want. I guess we'll grab both of you. Could grab the Vessel. But I feel like the Vessel's good. I am just gonna hold this Arvid now. We aren't gonna use it. We might grab. Actually, what am I energies? 3, 3, 2. What energy do you have there? Oh dang! I wish that was electric energy there. I wish that was electric energy there. Charge. I mean, actually, I only need one electric there, so this should be fine. Just to have the threat of the Joltik. If they, for some reason, pop Charizard, kill this, I evolve to Galvantula and kill Zard. Oh man, what a clean open for them. What a fantastic Charizard open here. Like, honestly, the only bad thing about their board state right now is the Cleffa being there, because, I mean, they haven't needed it. They might still go for a Grasping Draw here. I wouldn't be completely surprised if they still went for a Grasping Draw here, because they do have a pretty small hand size, but, I mean, they can quick search for Professor's Research, or for, like, Iono. They might not want Iono, considering my hand size being pretty small. They would be giving me cards. Wow, what a strong... Grab 2 Dusclops. Or Dusclops Charizard. Kill the Joltik. Or they could pop this, put 50 onto a Gimme Ghoul or onto Iron Hands, activating the Counter Catcher. Then they can Counter Catcher the hands and kill the hands. Yikes. I don't know, I feel like maybe switch out one Nest Ball for one Ultra Ball. Because right now I'm like, how do I get to the Galvantula? Oh, you just killed the Joltik. Okay, so the threat of the Galvantula is too strong. Okay. I can dig that. Alright, now I think I do send up Gimme Ghoul. Evolve to Dango. But do I really want to go that route? Because if I'm going that route... I do have to use Arven. I don't really want a Prime Catcher. And I do want to be able to just get a boss. Also, Ampy very much only hits for 240 onto Pidgeot, so it doesn't kill Pidgeot. But we could just boss Pidgeot, but I feel like killing one of these Duskulls is the strongest position to be in. So maybe we do go Gimme Ghoul and we do just commit the Prime Catcher, but I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I don't remember if the Prime Catcher was in the deck or not. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it. I'll tell you what, Pheasantipity isn't in the deck. Ew, that sucks. That sucks. Do you even want to grab anything here? Okay, maybe Genesect. Actually, yeah, Genesect, and we just clear out Gimme Ghouls. Sure. Or Goldangos. I mean, we might not have to Arven. Maybe we, off the coin bonus here, we grab Air Balloon and Boss's Orders. You know, it could happen. Or it could not. It could also not happen. But we have Arven if it comes to, like, we have our outs here. Yeah, there's Boss, but we didn't get the other piece we need. But we have that for next turn if it comes to it. Do we ever establish... If I take 180... 180 plus 60 is 240. I could Bravery Charm this. I mean, then they have boss and they get around it pretty easily. Do you ever reestablish the Joltik? To try and, like, scare them? Maybe. Maybe we just put it back on the board just to make it a potential threat. We put it back on the board as a potential threat. That would require me, like, I would have to manually attach energy to it twice, which I don't love. I don't know. It could be a threat. It could be a threat. Not a threat with this turn, because I can't do any manually attaching right here. And I might want to manually attach a Goldingo instead. But yeah, right now, Charizard is only hitting for 240. So it does kill Genesect. But I mean, it would be a boss for a Genesect to have hands. They wouldn't be disrupting the hands, so then I could just boss something else. Right now, we are in the prize lead. I need this person to play a little faster. I am going to go ahead and print my list. I am going to print this list, though. I have plenty of time, by the way. Like, I just also, I want to grab some food. Boom, 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 boom. What are they doing? Nest balling for Fez and Dip. Oh, wow. Sure would be nice to have had a Fez and Dippity, which I don't know. I feel like it's not terrible that I didn't get Fez. I feel like that's not the worst thing in the world to not have Fez. I'm not that disappointed about not having Fez down. Would have been nice to draw into some other stuff. But again, I don't know how badly we need to go. Go with Secret Box. Okay. Is Secret Box good in Charizard? Like, is there really a stadium you need? A supporter item? You have Pidgey. I don't know. I feel like Unfair Stamp for Disruption, or I don't know. I mean, I guess you can grab Rare Candy, Research. There are pieces you can grab. Buddy Poff. I mean, I guess it's probably better early game, where I feel like Unfair Stamp is good whenever. Alright, what'd we do? Alright. Grabbing the Rare Candy. I mean, potentially a Rare Candy 130 pop here. I mean, I guess they could pop. Maybe putting down the threat of the Joltik is bad, because they could pop it, kill the Joltik, and fix their prize math. I don't know. So maybe that wasn't great. Maybe that wasn't great. But again, this is why I want to play these matchups now, to have these thoughts. Yeah, I think the threat of the Joltik was never... Playing down Joltik was never worth doing. Does that fix their math? $240 plus 30. No, that's still $270. They still have to pop Duskull to get the kill. They still have to pop Duskull to get the kill. Or, again, a counter catcher or a boss gets a kill on Genesect. Or they grab the Dusclops here off the Ultra Ball. It's a lot of resources, though. I feel like a quick search for a boss's order would have been better. Keep the energy on board. Or Dust Noir. Do you have Rare Candy in hand? What are you bossing here? I mean, the Genesect feels like the better boss, because that's just a kill on your current math. Or actually a Genesect, or a Goldingo, actually. Because they are hitting 270. So they could kill a Goldingo. But if they kill a Goldingo, I don't care about that much. I don't know. I think any of the kills... Okay, so they do take the Genesect, which is an interesting kill. I already have I have 3 Goldengos established here. I have 3 Goldengos established. So... not really super worth it. Because I already, like I said, I have 3 established. And I'm going to boss kill the Duskull. I'm going to boss and kill the Duskull. That way there's no way for you to win next turn. Air Balloon. Actually, maybe I attach an energy to Galvantula. Maybe I attach electric energy here just to really make it threatening. Because, I mean, if I attach energy here, they could choose to target and kill it. But if I attach energy here, they kind of have to kill it, right? Yeah, that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. You're kidding! You're kidding! I can't choose the Duskull? I can choose everything. Rigged! That's rigged! I can choose anything on the board but the Duskull. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so upsetting. What? I hate this game. But it's as much as a confusion to me as it is to you. It's as much as a confusion to me as it is to you. Don't... I mean, now they just grab Rare Candy, pop the Evo. I mean, or the Briar Act. Yeah, cool. Briar gets to him. Would they have had Briar anyways, actually? Yeah, Briar actually gets them there anyways. Yeah, cool. So they didn't even need it. But I am more upset that I wasn't able to get that. Why the Shrug emote, though? I mean, maybe it's just because I didn't kill the Duskull, but I would have loved to have killed the Duskull. But again, they would have had it anyways. How do you really play around that? I mean, I guess we have to respect the Briar and Charizard. Because, like, why wouldn't you play Briar and Charizard? So you do have to respect that and play around that a little bit. So there is a world... You know, off of that prize trade... Again, we weren't playing it with the mindset. Briar was never a thought. Off of that mindset, would it have been better just to punch? Obviously, I would have preferred to kill the Duskull. Killing the Duskull keeps us from dying. Because they also could have just Rare Candied or Dusclopped, popped, killed, got the game that way. But evolving to Galvantula forced them to have Rare Candy instead of just Clops. Because they were at a 3 prize trade. If we punch and drop down to 3, they punch and drop down to 1. No, I don't think there really is a way to play around that. Other than killing... I mean, but they had 2 Charizards. Yeah, I don't think there was a way to play around that. Alright, well, that's it for me. I'm going to go play in this challenge. Potentially be successful. I don't know. That's it for me, chat. I will see you later. I will post in the Discord probably how I do. And I will be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream should be on as normal. Right now scheduled for 6 p.m., but I'll keep you updated if that changes. I might start earlier. But anyways, that's it for me. Have a good night, everyone.